All right, hey guys, it's Brianna. Just wanted to make a quick little, I don't know, what would you call this? Not a full blown podcast, but a rant,
A blurb.
a blurb. God, that sounds terrible. Can we think of another word? Anyway,
An expose.
an expose. All right, that sounds fancy.
With Alex Jones.
Casey's here with me today, which is hopefully going to be a marginally better than with Anthony. Hopefully, I'll be able to get all my thoughts out for once.
Yeah, I'll try my best. You know me in politics isn't exactly the best, but I'll try to be.
You won't interrupt
active.
every 5 seconds.
No,
All right.
I'll try not to.
I appreciate that. So
I've got my thoughts too.
Oh, now the world heard me snort. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're a dick.
You left me.
Unfortunately. Anyway, so big hubbub lately in the media. Those evil, terrible teenagers attacking the poor defenseless Native American. Or at least that's what the initial story broke as, right?
Yeah, when I saw it, I remember I shared it with you briefly, and I was quite disgusted because I thought it was, what was being portrayed was what was really happening, and apparently not. That's why I did not make a rash decision just yet, because it was just breaking news, and we all know you need to wait on it.
Oh, it's almost like you didn't want to ruin someone's life over absolutely nothing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a teenager.
like a teenager, yeah. So, the March for Life, right? That's what they call it. The anti-abortion march.
Yes.
Happened this weekend at the exact same time as the Indigenous Peoples March, which is a new one to me. I've never heard of that before.
It's a march
It's a march.
for indigenous people.
Yes.
I think they have a right to life.
Well, I'd hope so. I think everyone has the right to life. But anyway, so this group of Catholic kids were at the Right to Life march. Oh, surprise, a group of Catholic teenagers to get out, go on a school trip to protest abortion. Big shocker. And they were at their meeting point, waiting on their bus, when a group of 4 grown-ass men, black Israelites, which if no one knows what the black Israelites are, I suggest a quick YouTube search. They are very, very entertaining. They're if I had to compare them to any other fringe organization, it'd probably have to be Westboro Baptist.
Yeah, I'd go with that, but not nearly as projected upon the media.
Yeah, no. Well,
You know what I mean. It's not a media shitstorm.
right. For
Going
some
after
reason,
them.
they just get ignored.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these group of 4 men, now the media is saying they're preaching the Bible, right? Meanwhile, in the actual 2-hour footage, you see these grown men berate, cuss at, just hound on these teenagers, high school students.
They were getting pretty brutal too. It's like, y'all are a product of incest. America was never great.
Yeah,
You're a part of the problem, Whitey. And what you gonna do about it?
yeah. I was trying to keep this, clean and unbiased, but no, the black Israelites are kind of jerks.
But that's what they said.
Yeah,
that's
no,
legitimately
they
what they
legitimately
said.
what they said. That is true. I know.
I'm not just putting words in their mouth. That's
know.
stuff they actually said.
I know. They're quite a spectacle when you can see them out and about. So, of course, teenagers, being teenagers, are not as well equipped with handling situations such as these. And of course, tensions are rising, people are getting angry. And then all of a sudden, a group of the indigenous people, led by a man with a drum, the very just stone face, beating his drum, just comes walking up.
Over Capitol Hill.
Which is weird. Okay, it's weird. I'd be a little freaked out. I'd probably be freaked out in the situation to begin with. Actually, let's be honest, I wouldn't be in this situation. I try to avoid public as much as possible.
They were these teenage kids were having generations and generations of flashbacks, and it made them a little nervous.
I'm not going to put I don't know how these kids felt. I don't know anything. I'm
like a group of high schoolers.
Yeah, they're a group of high schoolers. What are high schoolers? Annoying, disrespectful, little jerk offs.
They're always trying to one up each other, be the best. It's a proving ground of sort. So see what you can do, push the limits.
Right. So really, looking at the video, or at least the clips, I'll admit I did not watch the entire 2 hours yet, but I've seen probably 20-30 minutes of footage. They really didn't do anything other than be douchebag teenagers. That's it.
Yeah, that was. I mean, who went through the middle of who, or who surrounded who is up for debate. I mean,
the claim, the original. Let's go back to the claim, the original claim by the gentleman. What was his name? Hold on.
But originally, it looked like the Native American gentleman was standing in place, and then got surrounded by this mob of MAGA hat teenagers who started being slightly disrespectful to him, and one of them being, front and center with the now famous smirk on his face.
Nathan Stenard.
That is our indigenous man.
Yeah. God damn. I really dislike that term, indigenous peoples. It sounds subhuman to me. It just sounds offensive to me.
All I'm saying is, if it can't be so bad if they name the entire march after it.
I know. It's like the people of color thing. They own it. That's what they choose to go by. But it sounds bad to me. But what do I know? I'm not any form of activist. Nathan Stenard. Yeah. So the original clip was what, maybe 45 seconds?
No, it was a couple minutes.
It was. All right, okay, but 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes, I'd have to guess.
2 minutes out of 2 hours, and it looked terrible. But actually, we now have the entire video thanks to ironically, the Black Israelites.
They made a case against themselves unintentionally, but yet still made a case against themselves.
They posted it as see how awesome we are kind of thing. Like you post yourself doing something you believe you're in the right for, and it's up to the world to whether they agree with you or not. Personally, I think they looked like assholes. I think everyone in this situation looked like an asshole. But none more than the mainstream media. Or any media outlet, really.
Assholes everywhere.
Oh my god, it just...
We were in D.C.
Yeah. Fair point. So, news breaks with the 2-minute clip. And it looks terrible. And people are outraged. Rightfully so, I guess. with the knowledge they had at the time.
With the knowledge they had at the time, yes, it looked god awful and terrible, and most reactions were justified. If that's
At that stage,
with the
I don't know about justified. Some of the reactions were pretty hardcore.
oh yeah, there's always going to be the extremes though.
Advocating for finding out where these children live, bothering their family, the school. Why? Why are you going to go after children? Why? Just grow up. They did a bad thing, supposedly. Was what it looked like at the time. Well, turns out no, it's not as bad at all. Were they making fun of the Native American man?
Yes.
Yes, they were.
They were giving him the chop. I can't deny that.
They were absolutely making fun of him. But did they seek out this man with the sole intent purpose of making fun of him? No, absolutely, they did not. They did not. They never moved. The guy came to them.
It came to them, and they once again did what teenagers do best.
Yeah, be assholes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the media with this has ruined kids' lives.
Oh yeah.
The smirking kid.
Yeah.
His life is over.
And all it was a smirk. It was an awkward smirk. If you really look at it, he's just awkwardly standing there smiling, I see it as trying to be polite. As awkward and uncomfortable as he is, I'd say more of a...
I'm not going to project any type of emotion onto the video, because I don't know what he was thinking. No, you're right, but from my perspective, that's what I see, is that just kind of awkwardly standing there. His head, you could see, is actually kicked back a little bit, because he's trying to retreat from the situation, but he doesn't want to be called out by his friends by being a little punk. This old man punked you out. Yeah.
With his little drum.
So, of course the media does what it does and spin this. Oh, this is Trump's America, blah, blah, because they were wearing MAGA hats. Ooh. So it breaks that the initial story was false. Well, so the media immediately starts trying to spin it to where they don't look terrible. Oh, well, 7 years ago at this school, there was blackface.
None of those kids were around.
Yeah, no,
it was
no.
5 years ago.
Oh, was it 5 years ago?
5 years ago, and it was a blackout basketball game.
Well, that one kid, okay.
The one kid
was in blackface. When you do the lip thing with the full black, no, that is blackface. He is wrong.
Yeah,
I will agree to that.
Yeah, that one kid was the white around the mouth and a smile, and the white around the it was bad. That was one of those. I was like, okay, that little shit right there.
Yeah, that little shit is blackface.
But the other one in the background, he was just all painted black. He didn't know what was going on.
And according to the school calendar, they do that a lot, not just with black, but they have blue out, they have camo, they do themes for their sports things.
Heaven forbid, they actually had a white out too. They did whiteface. These Catholic school white kids did whiteface.
It really, really irks me how instead of, we jumped the gun on this, we are sorry, we apologize, and deleting the tweets and the articles, the original articles, and redacting statements, they'll tweet out, oh, actually we got this wrong, our bad, but hey, look at this thing. See, they're still bad people.
They just keep digging and digging and digging.
Apparently, they found some footage of some of the kids catcalling a woman, saying stupid shit to her at the march. and it was probably a counter protester, you know. Which, again, I will reiterate, teenagers are stupid and should not be taken seriously. There is a reason why teenagers are not considered adults. There's a reason why they can't vote, they can't, you know, own a gun, they can't do a lot of things. Because they're teenagers and stupid.
If you want a perfect example of probably what these teenage boys were doing, it's in a movie called Sex Drive.
I've never heard of that.
And yes, it's one of those kind of, it has a cult following behind it, kind of not as popular, but there's these two teenage boys, high school teenage boys, and they what's up? What's up? You like to party? We like to party. Come party with us.
Ugh.
And just stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. And
Yeah.
Anthony, you know exactly what I'm talking about. What's up?
That sounds so cringy. I don't think I'll like that movie.
It's one of those movies.
It's one of those movies that I won't like. All right. But so they're, instead of, you know, trying to fix the situation they made for these kids, they're just doubling down. Oh, they are horrible people. I saw one person send out, well, you can judge what kind of person they are. Look at their sweatshirts and hats, and they have the MAGA shit on. Wow, that you know what amazes me? The double standard. You know, a girl who dressed scantily, if something bad happens to her, you know, oh, that has nothing to do with what she wears. But someone who's wearing MAGA, they deserve everything they get. What?
And let's be honest here. I don't think all these teenagers showed up with MAGA hats. They were at a March for Life.
In DC.
I'm sure they were just handing out hats and everybody, a free hat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't know, but that's a possibility.
It is.
The thing is, and I hate how the school threw the kids under the bus, like, without even full context. Which I understand why they did it, because they want to get, you know,
Impression points.
Yeah. They want to see if we're good. We're gonna punish these kids. They did wrong, and shame on pretty much shame on everyone in this situation. Shame on the Native American man who claimed he was surrounded, and claimed, well, he didn't outright claim, but he let the media run with the story that he was a Vietnam veteran, which he wasn't.
He was in the military between, I believe it was 72 to 76, which is Vietnam era, but he never went to Vietnam.
No, he was in Topeka.
Don't know which is worse.
And that was just used to make it it seem worse than it was, even more so. And now the media is trying to spin it. Oh, well, the man was just trying to calm the situation between the Black Israelites and the high school students. I would be inclined to believe that if that was the original story. If they had came out to say, you know, that's what happened in the beginning, not that these white children surrounded and mocked this Native American man.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Native American man ran with the story that they surrounded him and mocked him. Now I don't believe shit that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah. You're 0 for 2, man.
Yeah. He lied about being a recon ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And about being the one who was surrounded when he himself inserted himself into the situation and weaved his way into the crowd of teenagers. No, I believe absolutely nothing that comes from his mouth now.
Now the aftermath of the entire thing.
Can you sneeze?
The aftermath of the entire thing is what terrible things people were saying. Well, one, you have Kathy Griffin
Oh,
advocating
God.
for, doxing these kids, getting their information, never letting them do anything. They should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. I saw one
They
person.
did nothing illegal, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The fullest extent of the law. No, you want to socially condemn these children. Kathy Griffin is, in my opinion, and I feel this way about just about anybody who feels they have some sort of moral authority because they are, part of the elite class of America, and the Hollywood types, the fashion, all the rich people. I hate when rich people tell me how I should think and how I should feel. Go away.
Yeah. I mean, you have no experience in this. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, I hate moral grandstanding.
But also, I saw one tweet go out. Says something along the lines of, "Looks like it's about time for another school shooting."
Oh, that's terrible. That's
Yeah.
And what's bad about that is the black Israelites were talking about that too. They were yelling at the kids how they look like school shooters and shit like that. That's terrible. If you're going to say something like that and then be the one that also thoughts and prayers about this school shooting, gun control now. No, you can't have it both ways.
You've revoked your right to say that.
Yeah,
You can't have both.
you can't.
Well, I mean, the same thing kind of happened with, what was it? When people were tweeting out and saying, "I'm glad this happened. This is the best thing to come from guns." There's been several instances, but I think one of them was what was it, congressional baseball game?
Yep.
They were saying, "I'm glad. I wish they would have got more."
Yeah, that was. You're terrible people, and like we are both pro gun.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never wish any gun grabber harm.
No.
They would never wish that. These people actively wish for harm to befall their political opponents, and that's disgusting and sad.
Yeah, it's I mean, what do you have to fear from this group of teenagers? Not much.
The teenager, the whole thing with power and privilege, and that's the spin they're going on with the Black Israelites and the Native American man and children versus adults. Children have no power. Period. The adult in the situation is always the one who holds the most power, unless we're in some kind of monarchy and we have a child king, which we don't. Well,
Talking to you, Joffrey.
I don't get it.
It's from Game of Thrones.
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Neither have I, but I know I've been on the internet too much not to know anything about it.
Yeah.
Spoilers in season. No, I'm kidding. I don't know anything about it.
But yeah, every time I've lost full trust in any media outlet. Like on my phone, I probably have 5 or 6 news outlets from all over the world trying to at least piece together news and trying to figure out what's really going on. And that's not how it should be. I should be able to just go to one place, one news source, and just get facts. Why can't we have something that's one station? That's all I'm asking. One station with just boring. Here's the facts as we know it. Some dude reads the list, no commentary given, just the facts. That's what I want. It's boring, but I don't have to wade my way through the bullshit spin to try to figure out what really happened.
So you want C-SPAN 2.0?
Yes, I really do love C-SPAN. I love watching. God, I'm an old person.
And today we have a vote coming up, And seems like there's only 4 people here right now.
Some days.
Let's wait for 3 hours and see if anybody else shows up.
Hey, don't judge me.
And here's number 5.
But the news, you see CNN, MSNBC, everyone constantly bitching about Trump, calling them fake news. Oh, he's slandering us, blah, blah, blah. How dare he? He's trying to suppress the freedom of the press. Quit giving him ammo.
You are fake news.
Quit putting spin on shit and just report real news without any, sort of, agenda. And he can't say that anymore. Every time without fail. They start getting amped up on him, and they're starting to look better than he does, and then they do something like this every time.
You are fake news. I win again.
You are letting the orange man win. Congratulations.
A number 1 Cheeto right here.
So, I really just, I've lost complete faith in media, in all media, because there's no one there anymore. There's just, hey, this happened today, don't know why. And that's what I think the problem is nowadays is the 24-hour, 7-day-a-week news cycle. And it's not just like one channel anymore either that's 24. No, it's like 8 different channels, news all the time. We have to keep everything going, and they've got to compete with one another 24/7, and so they have to find a way to keep viewers. And nothing sells like outrage. Nothing. No one wants to see the little inner city basketball team go to the state finals. No, they want to see, terrible, I don't know, what's a good example?
Native American man being harassed by a group of MAGA hat-wearing teenagers.
Catholic teenagers.
That's the important part.
That's the important part, yeah. Yeah, and it's just sad. It's just sad. CNN used to be one of the most trusted news sources, and to see them fall so far, it's just really sad.
And something else that helped this whole outrage news discovery, whatever you want to call it, what hasn't helped is Bill Clinton deregulating the media that happened during his presidency.
Yeah. And then Obama, again, he I can't remember the exact thing, but basically the government can now put out propaganda through the news media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thanks to Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Stop it. But, yeah. There's just... These media outlets need to be held accountable for their actions. And it's hard to determine nowadays who gets the call wrong more often, NFL referees or the news media.
Oh, on topic. Ooh. Sorry, Saints. You got screwed.
Yeah, that was... I made a funny.
Yeah. Just, Saints fan, just remember, it's the Patriots. And, Chiefs fans.
Chiefs.
It's the Patriots. And for you Saints fans, you got to build up some business. Coast to coast battle, and Los Angeles is now getting, brand new multi-billion-dollar stadium built that will be open next year. Got to build business, baby.
Mm-hmm. And that's part of it. even with circling back to the news media, it all boils down to making money. That's what matters now. It isn't about keeping the populace informed anymore. It's about making money.
About making money and controlling what the population thinks via the media, which is only owned by 6 or so actual news sites and companies.
And those companies are really only a lot of them are even owned by the same people, or the same families.
There's 6 core groups that own everything, and I'm positive there will be a future Crafty Conspiracies episode on the media and its propaganda, because it goes way back. Long time. Since there's been news reports, there's been propaganda.
There's been a town crier. Back in the olden times, yeah.
I heard he cried wolf.
That was bad. That was a dad joke.
Are you surprised?
No.
No, you're not.
No. But like I said, the kids were assholes. The Native American man was an asshole. The Black Israelites were assholes. The news media was assholes. There's no reason to ruin lives over being an asshole.
In summary, stop being an asshole.
Yeah, let's just not be assholes. That's never going to happen, though. Everyone's always going to be an asshole.
Yep. Yeah. But let's be less of an asshole.
Less of an asshole. Yeah, I could agree with that one.
Anything else you got?
I'm sure there's more, but I can't think of anything. Because I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Well, you came to me and asked him when to do it. And
I know, because I wanted it out before fucking Anthony came, and he just rammed through everything I try to say every time. Every time. Jesus Christ. You know what? He is a mansplainer. I hate that term, and I usually hate anything. Oh, men talk. No, he is the prime example. He is like picture of mansplainer.
Sounds like we've got some controversy in Pardon Our Politics. How long will it last? Who will give in?
I'll get my spoon out and beat him with it. It'll be fine.
That'll work.
Yeah.
I'll send him into some flashbacks. He'll shut up.
Well, all right. Let us know what y'all think in the comments, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, and I'll do this on behalf of Anthony since he's not here. Check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Pardon Our Politics.
Do we not have a SoundCloud?
No, because I haven't set that one up for just audio yet.
Oh.
So you're still getting posted to YouTube and all the other social media sites for the most part. I'm sure it'll come around to getting a SoundCloud and all that fun stuff. Need to look into, getting on actual RSS feeds for podcasts and whatnot to go to all the big ones. And yeah.
All right. Catch y'all later.
Bye now.